Welcome to another inspiring keynote at the 30 Goals Challenge first conference. And we are very fortunate to have Maria Bossa. Maria, do you want to say hi to the audience? Tell us where you're at.
Hello. Hi. How are you? It's so nice to be here.
And while Maria is getting set up and getting her screen together, her screen share up, her slides, I'll let you know a little about Maria and her background. Maria's been part of the 30 Goals for quite a few years, and one of the most meaningful things that she did was to she wrote a post when we were supposed to interview others, and she talked about her story with another 30 Goals keynote, a yacht. So it was very, very moving. I'm sure she's going to share part of her story with you. But Maria is an EFL teacher from Rio, Argentina. She's been teaching for almost 25 years and has taught at all levels, including in-company teaching. She is an internal exchange alumni for the embassy in Argentina, an ambassador for Simple K-12, which is why we are giving away Simple K-12 membership today, and also co-moderator for EVO, TESOL, and a Rotary International member as well. She actually has so many things that she's involved in, and I'm going to turn it to her to inspire you.
Okay, thank you, Shelley. Thank you so much for your introduction. It's a pleasure. Yes, and okay, today I decided to talk about music because I think that it makes fun. Yes, we have fun in the classroom. Okay, so I took the name of my session from one song. It says, "Let's get loud, turn the music up." And the idea is to sing, to move, and to dance in the English classroom, okay? I am a very energetic person, a kinesthetic, and visual. So I try to use as many movements I can when I am in the classroom. So music gives that chance for me. So I'm not gonna bore you with the background or with theory about why we have to use songs in the classroom. But as you can see, songs can help create a friendly and cooperative atmosphere, can offer insights into the culture, stories, and myths of different societies, can offer a rich background, a social and historical context to language learning. The idea is that with music, you can do tons of things if you have a little bit of creativity. And if you don't, your students will have. So no worries about if you say, I can't do this song or it's too boring. There is always something that you can take advantage from any song. So I will give you at least 6 examples of how I worked with different songs during some time, okay? The first song that I chose is by Katy Perry. The song is very famous and it's called Hot and Cold. The song has a lot of adjectives or pair of opposites. So the idea is that I use those opposites to create TPR activities. The song says, when you're hot, then you're cold. It's yes and it's no. So the idea is to create movements with the head, with the body, when you are doing or when the students are performing the song. For example, then they says it's in and it's out, it's up and it's down, it's wrong, is right, it's black and it's white. So when the students are doing or listening those part of the song, the idea is that they are performing those movements with the body. For example, when they say up, they move the hands up. When they say down, the hands are down, and things like that. So the idea is to keep them moving, not just to fill in the blanks. The idea is not to make them just sit down, listen, and fill in the blanks. Okay, so it's to make them make it fun. So that is the first song, and they love it because sometimes we put the music very loud, and some of the teachers see me inside the classroom and says, "What are you doing?" And they see the kids dancing, and it's very fun. So that's one of the song that I prepared for you. The other it's about animals. Though these two songs are for little kids. The Reno song, I use it for adolescents or pre-adolescents. First of all, I put a picture of a rhino, and then they have to talk about the rhino, what they know about the rhino, what kind of animal it is, the parts of the body, what can they see. So I explode the picture. Then we talk about rhinos in Africa or some parts of the world. We use a map, a world map, to see to locate rhinos. And then after we listened to the song, we did some general comprehensions as far as how much they eat, what kind of food they eat, because the song has all that information. Another activity that I did was to let them create their own rhino. So it was a free activity. To while they were listening to the song, they created their rhino, and then we post all the rhinos on the wall. So not we, the students were able to describe each partner's rhino. So it was very funny because we had different colors of rhinos, big, small. You see, we had 36 different rhinos with 36 different explanations. As far as the elephant song, this one is a childish song, and I used it some time ago with my very little kids. In this song, we watched the video, and then the students had to remember the name of the animals that were expressed in the video. Okay, and then after they named the animals, they had to tell me what activities those animals do. Of course, I had to teach the birds like jump, swim, and things like that, so they can use it with the verb can. And after that, the students created a new version, a very simple version of the elephant song. So the idea is that to exploit the picture, but then the song in many different ways. So as you see, I use different songs, different kind of songs for different activities. Okay, this one I love this Facebook song. This is I've been using it for adolescents, and I use it with two different activities. First of all, to introduce social media. The song is about Facebook when it was created. So if you pay attention, if you see the video, you will see the very first version of Facebook. So the idea is to make students compare what Facebook was and what Facebook is right now. As I say here, I divide it into the simple present and simple past, depending on the course I do or I teach. If I have to teach the simple present, I tell the students that they have to teach their parents what Facebook is and what they do in Facebook. And if I do in the simple past, with older students, I tell them that they are grandparents and they have to explain their grandchildren what Facebook was at their time. So the idea is to create an oral discussion about Facebook, if it is good, if it is bad, what activities they do, if they use groups, if they post videos, pictures, or if they post comments, or what they do in Facebook, in both using both tenses depending on the course. They really like because the song is catchy. It's extremely catchy. When we finish the class and they go to the break, they keep singing the chorus of the song. So I I highly recommend you to pay a look at the song and try to do some activities with it. I mean, after the discussion, I always do fill in the blanks, yes, because I take advantage of the vocabulary that it is inserted in the songs related to social media, or specific vocabulary that I need, or in this case, verb tenses that I need. So depending on the song, I try to the potential of the song that I have it in front of my eyes. Okay, I'm sorry. The next song that I use, and this one I use it like I think that I used it last year with my third year students in secondary school. This song was very special because they asked for it. It's not that I decided to use this song. So they said, Miss, can we use this song? Okay, can we listen to this song? I said, yes, okay, no problem. And when they gave me the lyrics, I decided, okay, what will I do with the song? It's not just listen. So I decided to listen to the song and to find information, or to make them find information about terrorism, discrimination, about information about the CIA, FBI, KKK, Al Qaeda, because there is a lot of, I mean, it is mentioned in the song. So they didn't know what is KKK, or what is the FBI, and things like that. So it was a kind of research song, okay? And after we listened to the song, they had to create a poster, yes? And when they had to glue pictures related to the topics that were mentioned in the song. So the idea is that I use the song as a kind of icebreaker for topics that were realistic at the time, and for students to know what those entities and those or terrorism, discriminations are, or things like that. Okay, so the idea is to exploit what you have in front of you. The song is very long, so the idea is to make it easier for them. Okay, the next song, it's about, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Well, anyway, then I will go back. This one is the very last song that I used this week. I have a student who is an adult and who is a psychologist. So we were talking about adulthood. And as he speaks French, I decided to talk about adulthood, about the retiring age. So I brought these two songs because as he speaks French, I took advantage of his French, and I speak a little bit of French. So I took advantage of that, and I compared both songs, one by Frank Sinatra and the other by Edith Piaf, in which the meaning of the song is when you are at the very end of not at the very end of your life, but when you are almost retiring and you see what you have done in your life, what things you have accomplished, what things you haven't. So the idea is to talk about the bucket list, about what your plans are for when you retire, what things you have done while you were growing up. So we listen to the song and we compare what Frank Sinatra wanted to say, and we compare what Edith Piaf wanted to say. So it was very inspiring. The man could speak almost for half an hour, and he started like 4 or 5 months ago with me in his English classes. So you see music, as he has some knowledge of French, he spoke some French, and which he mixed it in English. But the idea was he could express ideas about what his plans are for his future. Okay, so let's see if I can. Okay, and the other two songs that I prepare for you, in this case, I use for letter writing and punctuation. I use the only song by the Platters to prepare a letter. as the song is very romantic, I told the students to write "Dear blim 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 blim" and to write the lyrics of the song. So the idea is they had to send that song to someone they love. So when it says "only you," blah 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 blah, students could express the feelings they have to that person. So it was very inspiring because they wrote "Dear Susan," "Dear Peter," and some says "Dear Mom." And then after that, they had to tell me who they were writing to and to create another letter, yes, of their own, using their expression, their emotions, their feelings. In this case, it was already prepared because it was a song. But they had to write their own songs. And as far as the other song, "Groovy Kind of Love" by Phil Collins, in this case, I gave them the lyrics of the song without punctuation. It was a text, all running sentences. So I had to teach punctuation marks. So when I handed in the song and says, "Okay, does it have any sense?" And they say no. So it says, "How can we read this?" So the idea was for students to improve the song, to use commas, semicolons, question marks, or stops. We worked on that first. On the punctuation marks at the very beginning, and then they have to improve the song. After that, okay, I made some words related to meanings because they didn't know. There were some words that they didn't know. So the idea is to create something according to the topics that you need. Then you will exploit the songs, okay? So that was about Phil Collins. Then is about Adulthood, Frank Sinatra and Edith Piaf. And I think that I am almost at the very end. It's almost time for me to say goodbye. I took the picture from Michael J. Fox. He was my idol when I was an adolescent. And I took the phrase that says, "If a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn." And I believe that they learn through songs. Music is all around. So students keep singing all the time in their native language, in English, and they sing. So the idea is that to implement ideas with songs. And then the Minions are very famous these days, and I found this quote in my Facebook account today, and it says, "Just because I can't sing doesn't mean that I won't sing." So I will end my presentation with one song by the Beatles that says, "You say yes, I say no. You say stop, and I say go, go, go. Oh no. You say goodbye, and I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello." The idea of this little bit is that you have to say hello to music, to songs. Don't be afraid to create as many things as you can. And I hope you have enjoyed the presentation. And this is it, Shelly. This is Go for You.
Well, thank you so much. That was really fun. And I love that you sang on part of it. I think that was really very nice to hear you singing there. I would like to, so we're going to get you back on video.
Okay.
And we're going to see if there's any questions. One question that I have is, have you ever had the students want to listen to something or ask you about specific lyrics of a popular song, and if it's questionable, the language or the content, do you have any special way to deal with that?
Okay, the idea when they bring songs, they bring lyrics. So the idea is that sometimes I try to see the lyrics before. And if there are bad letter words or bad words, incorrect words for the classroom, I teach them and I explain, okay, this is real language. I mean, I'm sorry for the word that I will say, but you will listen to son of a bitch or those kind of words, and we have to teach them, okay, because it's part of the language. You understand? So I explain the meaning of the word, the expression, and then it's okay because it's part of the language.
Well, thank you. And do you find that certain songs, okay, so we have, well, let me read some of the comments. So Rob Johnson says, I had a science teacher want to use a song to teach about the parts of the cell. I forget the song, but, and he says, maybe you can use something for that. So that was a suggestion.
Okay, that is great. I mean, it's not necessary for you to know the lyrics by heart. Students will know it. Or if not, you just mumble them. Or you just dance, or you just make the movements. It's, I mean, it's not necessary. I don't know all the lyrics because it's impossible to know all the lyrics that I teach. And sometimes students bring songs that I says, oh my God, do I have to listen to that? And I have to. And students know the songs, so no problem with that.
And this was actually in reference to another question by Lise,
yeah.
which is she was thinking how she might be able to use songs in biology and chemistry. Do you have any ideas for that, or have you heard any, do any songs come to mind that you think would be good for those topics?
I don't have any, but I think that sometimes it's not necessary to have one specific song for one specific topic. Songs are just for having fun. So maybe she can end her classes, her biology classes or her science class, just with one song about any topic. It's not necessary. Sometimes it's not necessary to have one specific topic, but probably I would suggest Lemon Tree, which it's about a lemon tree. It has color, it has number, yes. For example, the lemon tree, I am thinking about now, you can start with lemon tree song, and then she can teach you the part of the tree and the root and the leaves and the trunk. And then she can start creating a project, how to plant a plant or a tree. And then, okay, the idea is, I mean, it's different. From one song, you can start the project of planting trees in the city. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a great example. You're just really amazing with being able to come up with so many ideas. I kind of also think of the idea, one of the, and I know that's more biology, but one of my favorite scenes was that scene in Greece where all of them get interested because they start singing that song, Reproduction. So I definitely think there's music out there that I like your idea where you can present an idea, so kind of use it as an introduction to get them interested, and then you go into, you know, planting and things like that, the project. So.
And even adults love songs. For example, I had to teach clothes, and I used the song "You Can Leave Your Head On," and then they were very funny because they start doing a kind of clothing shop and a kind of I don't know how to say that in English, but we started rehearsing, and then they made movements, and they were walking in the catway, like a fashion show. So you see, adults love it. So it's a way of finding a way, yes, to attract students' attention. And as you see, from one single song, you can create as many projects as you want, or at least one big project.
Well, thank you so much for all the inspiration and all the great ideas. And thank you for being part of the 30 goals. One thing that we wanted to mention with Maria, at one point she was so busy and she wrote in our Facebook group, she said, I'm accomplishing the goals, but I don't have time to blog them. Is that okay? And yes, it's okay. You can always leave a status update a picture, anything you want to do, pin something, and that's fine. So thank you so much, Maria, for being
Thank
such
you
an
very much.
inspiration.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend, all of you.